Today marks 5 years since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a once-in-a-century pandemic. That virus claimed more than 11,000 lives in our state.
NBC Connecticut's Braceta Landaverde joins us live in Hartford after speaking to two frontline workers today. Braceta?
Well, Kevin and Keisha, as you guys said, it was 5 years ago when the global pandemic was declared. But the healthcare workers I spoke to today said sometimes it feels like it was just yesterday. Now, reflecting back, they most remember the humanity that they saw from patients, the community, and themselves. March 11th, 2020 marked a pivotal moment for the world. Health officials declared COVID-19 a global pandemic.
You started to hear the stories, but until it really started to unfold, it just didn't feel real.
At the time, operations manager Audrey Silver and Dr. Anumeha Singh worked within the Hartford healthcare system and still do. They recall holding daily meetings and collaborating with neighboring states to prepare for the first case.
So we would have these like half-an-hour call every morning, which would go through how the world is looking, how the country is looking, how our neighbors are looking, and what we are trying to do in the ways of securing PPE, alerting our ICUs.
They say what they couldn't have foreseen was the new role caregiver would hold.
I would say the biggest challenge that will stick with me since then is the families not being able to be there, and the fear of the patients having to come in alone initially, and us having to kind of shift how we did things and take the place of the family or be the connection for the family.
One of the most humbling and one of the most, memorable parts of that entire pandemic was being the only one, the healthcare providers, not just myself, but we being the only one near some of our dying patients.
Silver says she also remembers the incredible humanity she saw from her patients.
And I remember I had a younger patient who was very, very critically ill. And he was coughing, and he kept trying to apologize in between coughing because he didn't want to expose me. And he was worried about me in that moment, and I was incredibly worried about him.
That story tells so much. Both women said through the darkest days, they saw so much compassion. Now, coming up at 6, we asked the doctors where COVID stands now and what they are seeing in the emergency room. Live in Hartford, Braceta Landaverde, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha, we'll send it back to you.
Braceta, thanks for sharing those stories. What a tough moment in our nation's history.